Hello, this is Shanker. Today is 24th of May 2023, and in my series of talking about houses, I'll talk about the seventh house. I again reiterate, knowing about house is very important, and when I talk about the houses, I'll always tell you things which you do not know about the seventh house. Today I will talk about the seventh house. Certain things are very important which you should know, and please don't miss it. See the video to the end, because if you don't know about the house, you don't know what is the karak of this house is, then you miss out on a lot of things. I'm talking about the seventh house of Kalpurush. Now the seventh house of the Kalpurush, the seventh house is basically the field where you can run. It is the area which you can run, the field provided to you for run. I mean, you have a small garden, you have a big garden, you have Nehru Park, and so on and so forth. So it is what field you have come with, in which you can run, walk, stand, whatever. So this is what is the basic thing which seventh house talks about. Seventh house is to a great extent related to sisters' welfare, and that is very important. Sixth house, the karak, the planets which govern the seventh house. Sorry, seventh house. Even initially I said sixth house. Please delete that and say it. Take it as seventh house. Seventh house is governed by Venus and Mercury. So these are two planets which govern the seventh house. Venus, of course, is for wife, and Mercury is for business, and a lot of other things. But primarily for these two things, they're very important. Seventh house, as I already told you, is the field where you can run. So please understand, seventh house gives you an idea of what the person has got in store in terms of what is his level of operation, the area of operation, how much he can operate in terms of this. Seventh house also talks about your money. It's the money which you have, extra money which you have with you, the money which you have kept somewhere in your lockers, in your banks, in your whatever, the extra money which you have. That is very important. Seventh house is also an indicator of your daughter's relatives. How good is the house? House, not home. House means the physical house, how beautiful it is, how good it is. What is it? What is the standard of the per se the house which is built by brick and cement. It's also a very important house because it represents Brahmani. It represents Venus. It is important for the wife. Amongst very important things the seventh house represents in your body is the skin. And skin today is very, very important. All the diseases are first shown on the skin. We understand it, we get it, we don't get it, but they first have the impact on the skin. So skin is depicted by the seventh house. Also the boils, etc., which happen on the skin. Anything which happens on the skin is depicted by the seventh house. Seventh house to a great extent also governs your feet. It's said that 12th house governs the feet, but seventh house, 12th house governs the feet, the lowest portion, the part where you walk with, but the feet as such, in terms of from the below the just the curve of your feet, where the curve of your feet where you start, that is governed by the seventh house. How much money will you earn is governed by the seventh house. How much money do you have is also governed by this seventh house. What are we getting? What are we getting in this life in terms of material wealth is governed by the seventh house. The kind of money we are getting is also governed by the seventh house. These things have to be seen from the seventh house. It is a very important house because it tells you about your age between 50 to 75. 50 to 75 is governed by seventh house. So, and that's quite an important age where a lot of things like, your mostly at this time people plan retireals, marriages, or they have the children, grandchildren. So 50 to 75 is the time what the seventh house governs. I've already told you seventh house governs two very important things, is business and marriage, partnership. It also governs earth. Mother Earth is governed by seventh house, and people having a strong seventh house do things which are related to earth. That is, they may take out oil, they may grow, they may do agriculture. It is something which is governed by earth, and and somewhere the Mercury is associated, so it also governs with things like in the Akash, things like the spectrum and other things. So seventh house that way is governed by these two things, but mostly by people do profit from mining, from uh, food, etc., etc. Anything which is on the earth, construction. These are things which is governed by the fourth house. And how much more money will you get in your life? I mean, at any point of time, you want to see, you have to progress the planet in the seventh house and see the planets in the seventh house to understand the seventh house. So this is my video on seventh house. I hope you liked it. Tomorrow we'll talk about the eighth house. So understanding the house is very different, because then only when you put the planet there, you will understand what is going to be the impact of that planet in the house and in what area. So this is what we will discuss. So let's understand, do astrology in a way which is scientific, in a way where it has a process which is there, and let us believe in what we are doing rather than reading a book here, reading a book there, and talking about it. So that's not my objective. And do let me know how do you like the video. Shankerstudy.com, Shanker with the E, SHANKER study.com is the website, and you can find a lot of research, astrology, my books, my articles, etc., which I keep on doing and I keep on posting there. Thanks and bye for now. Have a great Wednesday. See you.